With a new decade just weeks away, we are currently in a state of nostalgic reflection, which in 2019 translates to posting 10-year challenge photos so we can share our #glowup and ruminating on the time wasted watching some of the worst movies of the decade. Our very own Hollywood Reporter film critic Frank Scheck suffered through more than most to create a well-thought-out, extensive, and alphabetically arranged list. But here's a look at just a few most hated favorites that made the cut. Let's start with the trilogy we still cannot believe actually was created, produced, and then put into the world to scar even the most die-hard horror fans. The Human Centipede.
Siamese triplet connected via the gastric system. The Human Centipede.
If you haven't seen any of these films, take it from me, don't. The concept is simple. Psycho mad doctor captures 3 victims and then sews them together in the most horrific way to create a human centipede. I'm embarrassed to even say I watched the first film in its entirety, and the only reason I'm giving it time and energy right now is to save you from making the same mistake I did. It's gross, disturbing, and unnecessary. Thank you, next. On to another trilogy, 50 Shades of Grey.
My tastes are very singular. You wouldn't understand.
Let's start with the positive on this one. It's one of the biggest R-rated franchises of all time. It had commercial success and it gave Dakota Johnson and Jamie Dornan some naked star power. But here are the issues. The 3 films, 50 Shades of Grey, 50 Shades Darker, and 50 Shades Freed, were based on the erotic but incredibly cheesy, books by E.L. James, and translated to lackluster on-screen discomfort and very little excitement, even during their climax. While I wouldn't go so far as to say watching these 3 is equivalent to Red Room torture, the story of the flawed rich man that our poor heroine is fated to save is just nothing to write home about. And finally, in the spirit of the holidays, we must hate on any film that ruins them.
But you know, I look outside my door, and my boyfriend's nowhere to be found.
Right.
But there's like this giant white bear.
Yeah, the bear's there.
On the ground.
Oh, he's got it.
Valentine's Day, New Year's Eve, Mother's Day. All of these star-studded Gary Marshall films had such potential. The Love Actually model with multiple storylines that come together in the end was executed so perfectly in Love Actually, directed by Richard Curtis in 2003, and forever making my personal list of holiday favorites. These other rom-coms just did not live up. So, rather than waste your time viewing any of these films, just go watch Love Actually. For Frank Scheck's full list of movie don'ts from the past decade, head to THR.com. For the Hollywood Reporter News, I'm Ashley Bellman, and I'll see you soon.